Hello and welcome, this is rooflemonger, and my friends, what an exciting time it is for Dragon Ball FighterZ coming up here, with the Season 3 patch changing so much, and it being beyond a lot of us, like our wildest expectations, right? It's really fantastic. I can't say too much more than that without just gushing wildly, right? And a big part of it is, hey, every character is now getting 2 additional assists, making 3 assists in total. And that is a very big deal, and that's kind of the heart of what today's video is going to be. So with 3 assists per character, hey, we can really diversify everything about the game, right? Assists that are considered near mandatory, like say, hey, you know, a beam assist or whatever. Now, lots of characters have beam assists. You don't just have to pick Super Saiyan Goku, right? Assists that are valuable but are rare, like say the GT Goku assist that covers the air. Hey, more people can have moves like it. More people can have a lot more unique style of moves, right? And we know that a lot of the stuff is fair game because we have EX moves that are now going to be assists here, normals, command normals. Heck, they're even kind of Frankensteining some normals and specials together to make whole new assists as well, right? Today's video is kind of a thought experiment. Now, with that said, there's 2 ground rules I'm going to go with here for this thought experiment, in that no assist can have overhead or low properties, because that would just make unblockables trivial, right? Like, defense is dead in this game. If I can just force you to block high-low on a frame within each other, you know, that's not going to happen, right? So I don't expect any assist to have an overhead or a low property, and I also don't expect any grounded command grabs, because once again, if I can call in a 16 assist and he just dunks you, you know, with his light grab, which is pretty much unreactable, then yeah, that's not just going to work out, right? So anything that would just like make defense impossible, be it grounded command grabs or just high-low stuff, that won't be in here. But yeah, we're just going to be talking about some characters here and what could make very fun assists for them. So with that said here, let's head to training mode and let's talk about it. So let us first talk about Dragon Ball Super Broly. So I know the first thing you're probably thinking is, well, Dragon Ball Super Broly, so beam! Need a beam assist. Give me a beam assist. More beam assist. More beam assist, right? And yeah, hey, don't worry. We're getting plenty more beam assists. It's a good thing, yes. And heck, maybe Dragon Ball Super Broly will get a beam assist, but that's actually not what I'm going to be talking about. I'm going to be talking about the Eraser Blow as an assist. This guy right here. So, Eraser Blow for Dragon Ball Super Broly versus, you know, OG Broly, definitely contested a lot of the air, right? And that's part of the reason why the GT Goku assist was so good. It's because GT Goku assist covers the air. It's like a sniper rifle, right? It covers an awkward angle of the screen that not many things can, and that's part of the reason why it was such an amazing assist. So with that in mind, I think this would be another fantastic addition. To have another assist that can cover more than just, you know, the bottom portion of the screen, go into the air a little bit and take people out of the air. Now, with that said, is this a guarantee? Hey, who knows? This is a thought experiment, but still, one of the reasons why GT Goku was so valuable, besides the fact, you know, he's a busted piece of trash, was that assist. And I think having more assists to take up that real estate is good, because then you don't have to rely on just the one character, which once again I think is the whole point of this patch. Having multiple assists is so you don't just have to rely on one character anymore to get what you want out of a particular assist. Now, for Android 21, an assist I would like to see from her is an anti-air grab. Now, I mentioned at the start here, I don't want to see grounded command grabs because I think that's just too easy to open people up while they're blocking. But aerial command grabs, I think that's very fair game here. We already have quite a few assists that are uppercut style assists, you know, the Gohans and Cooler, and those definitely punish people who are just very airborne or just homing dash in. And I think it's very fair to have an anti-air grab style assist. And with 21 being a bonus here, you can have this absorb for her, so it would gain one of her absorb slots, so she can work with it whenever she gets tagged back in. And I just think it would be very interesting overall. It would give another defensive layer. One thing about having more assists is I think we can have more assists now change how team comp works, right? We can have more defensive style teams thanks to having more assists. We can have more teams that are just purely about the neutral thanks to more assists and that kind of stuff here. I think it would be a very interesting thing to work with, and just certainly more than just her bog standard projectile assist as it currently stands. So for OG Broly, what would be an interesting and fun assist for him? You know, light shoulder, lariat express, you know, I'd be down with that actually. I'd be super okay with that. We talked 21 a second ago, you know, the anti-air grab, that could be a thing, right? But I think we can get a little more creative here, because once again, with having more assists in general, we can start doubling down on assists that are kind of rare. And I'm talking purely defensive assists here. So, like, I'm talking 17, I'm talking 18. You know what, Broly? His barrier's bigger than those puny jerks. Look at that. Look how huge his barrier is, right? And I think the barrier should be one of his assists. Not necessarily be like a copy and paste like the androids currently is right now, but just have him sit there, just be huge and green, and have him just, that aura, just delete all projectiles while he's standing there. So it won't be like strike invuln like the androids' barriers are currently. But just, yeah, you call Broly, and he just sits there. So you can just chill and groove, do whatever you're going to do, and he's just there taking all the key blasts, kamehamehas, and all that kind of stuff for you. So it can make a zoning style team more interesting, because you know the enemy won't be allowed to counter zone on you, and all they have to really do is just rush in or homing dash or something like that, right? I just think that would be a very interesting take, and once again, to diversify more teams, to diversify more playstyles, that's what having an additional assist is all about. Android 16 here. One thing I really hope for the Season 3 patch, besides the assist stuff here, is I hope they return some of the power back to him. Because, man, oh man, this character went from one of the best characters in Season 1 to one of the worst characters in Season 2. And I'd like to see my boy back. But besides that here, assist-wise, so we already talked, you know, hey, anti-air assist and all that kind of stuff. And I think him having, like, his L grab as an assist would just be straight busted, honestly. So I don't think we're going to be doing that. But one thing I would like to see, since we know normals and command normals are fair game now, is, hey, I want to see a stand H as an assist. But I don't want to see just a stand H here. We got Ginyu with the elbow, Goku Blues getting an elbow assist as well, so it would just be like one of those. We don't need just another one of those. I would like to see him pop in from the assist, right? And then just chill there for a second, and then unleash an armored charge. So normally, any assist as it currently stands, you know, you just tap them, they're gone, right? But you know what? With Season 3 and all these new assists and like breaking all the rules we have previously established what an assist is, I say it's time to go crazy. So yeah, he won't come in and do it right away, because that would be crazy to have an armored charging assist instantly, just like the same speed as like a Ginyu elbow or something like that, right? But he shows up, he hangs there for a split second, and then he does a stand H, which is armored and can tank a hit. I think that would be very interesting. Once again, it's time to get crazy. It's time to change all the rules as we once understood them, right? And I think this would be a fantastic way to do it. And all of a sudden you have a crazy, strong, neutral control assist, right? You still have enough time to visually assess, hey, he's here on screen, he's going to hang out for a second before he does it. So, you know, you don't want to attack into his armor or something. But I just think that'd be really interesting. Once again, it's time to get crazy with these assists, and I think this is a perfect example to do so. So, Vegito, what should we use here? Sassy kicks? Nah. The counter? Nah. Energy swords? Nah. Let's get as basic as we can get with it. Because, hey, let's get real here. Let's get as real gets. If you're picking Vegito, what's the button you're hitting the most? Let's get honest here, right? And you know it's Stand Light. And let's make Stand Light the assist. Because you know what? Stand Light as the assist becomes our second Yamcha style assist, right? Like, honestly, straight up. Multi-hitting, lock people in place for a long time. That's what this move is. So it just becomes our second Yamcha assist. Once again, we now know normals are fair game for assists. It doesn't have to be anything more complicated than he just comes in and does Stand Light. And then we just have an extra version of the Yamcha assist. So if you love the Yamcha assist, then you don't have to pick Yamcha to do it. You can now get it in Vegito. Stand square, you know, Stand Light. That's the Vegito lifestyle. So let's just go all in on it and make it an assist. So for Frieza, we already know one of the additional assists he's going to get. He's going to get the Death Ball here. And that's cool, you know. It's definitely more reliable than the Death Slash, which has like its weird minimum range requirement and all that kind of stuff, right? But the thing I really want to see the most out of Frieza, and I think if you have any interest in Frieza at all, this is probably what you want to see too, is you want to see those saucers as assists, man. Like, that would be one of the most interesting, cool, and fun assists you could ever put in this game, right? The amount of combo ability, like neutral control, and just general hijinks you could pull with this is off the charts. Maybe so much more that they don't want to do it, I don't know, right? But looking at Frieza and looking at the fact now we have more assists, man, it'd be so interesting. Like, once again, the move is really cool. You could screw yourself over too, right? Because in case you're not aware, these will hit you on the way back. But yeah, what a cool thing this could be. And once again, in terms of making new teams, like, I'm not going to say necessarily we can have like a super zoning heavy team. But like when it comes to team making, like we can have like new neutral control teams. teams are all about just controlling neutral and spacing and all that kind of stuff. And man, this assist would be so good towards that. Now, will it happen? Hey, I don't know. That's why it's a speculation video. But still, I think this would be one of the coolest assists they could possibly add to the game on just like every possible conceivable level. Now, for Cooler, once again here, don't want to really talk about the beam, even though it's such an obvious choice, and I really hope he gets it. I remember when Cooler was coming out here before we knew what his assist was, everyone was losing their mind over potentially the fact he could be the next beam assist. And instead we got the uppercut, which isn't bad, right? But, you know, we were all hoping for a beam assist. But that said, the thing I think would be very interesting and unique for Cooler would be his 3H, his down forward heavy. This guy right here. Now, I know on paper, visually doesn't look like much, you know, it's kind of much the same animation as his down heavy. But if you're not aware of the properties of the move, this move kind of poops on everything, right? It goes through all basic ki blasts, it goes through all heavy projectiles. So if you were to do, you know, a Kamehameha, it goes clear through it. It's air invincible, just like down heavy is. Goes through all jumping attacks and homing attacks. And I'd say just let it rock like that. Just a simple quick attack here, but it keeps all those defensive properties that it currently stands. So it's an assist you can send out into a minefield, and you know it's going to reach the other end of the screen. And I think that'd be very valuable, very cool, and once again, most importantly, very unique. Now, once again, still, I want that beam assist. Don't get me wrong. I want it, I want it, I want it. But for uniqueness sake, I think the down forward H here, I just think it'd be a really cool, strong, and once again, defensive style assist here. I want more defensive and more neutral style assist versus just the usual, I'm doing this here to keep my blocks done and like all that kind of stuff. I want to see more assists used in neutral. So now talking Majin Buu here, we're going to switch gears here a hot second. A lot of the assists I mentioned before, I want them to add more defensive style assists to the game, more neutral heavy assists to the game, right? But this one, let's just go crazy on pressure and gimmicks and all that kind of stuff. I want his old assists back. Now you might be saying, well, hey, wait, his assist is the bad breath, right? Well, yes, in the launch version of the game, and older versions of the game before the game actually came out, Majin Buu's assist was the fat toss. And I say, bring it back. Fat toss as an assist, you know, as far as like screen control and all that kind of stuff goes, it's not going to be the best, right? But in terms of combo ability, to do it to get resets and pressure, this would be potentially one of the, if not the best assists in the game to go with, right? And I think that's part of the reason they took it out to begin with, and they switched his assist up to the bad breath, right? Because they were scared of its power as an assist. But since it's Season 3, and since we're going crazy as all get out, then you know what, I say bring it back and just let's go nuts. And honestly, this would be a crazy way to do it, and to make Majin Buu a heck of a lot more valuable to a heck of a lot more teams. Thanks to the Season 3 trailer, we now know, hey, you can summon your little buddies as an assist. So we know Tien can call Chiaotzu as an assist. We know that Ginyu can summon Jace as an assist, right? These are two things that we now know. And honestly, when it comes to little buddies, who is more little and who is more buddy than the Cyberman? So I say give Nappa the Cyberman plant as an assist. And I think this could be one of the coolest, most game-changing assists you could do. Now, will it be good? Heck, I don't know. Probably not. Honestly, most things with Nappa tend to suck. But I just think it would be really cool. You just, you know, hit your assist button, Nappa comes in, he can grow some nice Cyberman here, you know? Plants that Cyber, and then you just go with it. It definitely opened up a lot of combo stuff, that's for sure. Nappa, if you are not aware, has some of the most inventive combo routes in the game, period. Thanks to Cyberman planting mid-combo and calling assist to cover the time. So you could give this potential to anybody, right? That'd be really cool. On top of, like, you know, if you forget about that Cyberman, or you manage to get like sandwiched in between the character and the Cyberman, that can cause some problems, right? So I just think it'd be very unique and fun to have Nappa call a Cyberman as his assist. And for our final potential assist here, I haven't really talked about the gold assists much yet, right? Because it's a weird, strange, and terrifying concept, honestly. And if you're not aware, I'll have a link to the explanation of the trailer at the end of this video. But real quick here, gold assists basically teleport right to the enemy. They just don't even worry about being near the person who summoned the assist, right? So I think a potential cool gold assist could be Ginyu summoning Galdo. So you have Galdo just, you know, flash gold a hot second here, and he teleports to the far side of the enemy here, just like you can do normally, and then just let it rock, right? If you're doing something stupid, if you're hitting buttons or doing something you shouldn't do from full screen, then Galdo comes in, he gets you real good, and then the Ginyu player, or well, whatever character they're playing, because they're obviously not playing Ginyu if it's an assist, but the player can then punish you for doing whatever you're doing because you didn't respect giant golden Galdo paralyzing you. So that's my idea for a golden style assist. So those are some of the ideas I have for potential assists in Season 3. And with that said, I want to know, hey, what do you guys think can happen? And once again, we now know, hey, the rules as we thought were applicable before, they're kind of out the window now. You can basically get as inventive as you want as long as it's an existing animation, right? So let me know what you got. I want to see it because, man, I'm hype. I just want to talk about Season 3 stuff. I'm very excited, to be honest with you, right? And I guess with that said here, before I just gush on and on and on, I guess we'll end the video for now. So my friends, that is the end of this video, and thank you very much for watching. Hope this video has found you well. Go out and play some Dragon Ball.